Hello, YouTube world. I come to you frustrated today. I just weighed myself and I am at 221.7. I'm here at home recording. I'm using my son's little, what do you call it? Stand with the light. I'm trying to mess with that and see how that looks when it comes to picture wise. Let's give it a go. Oh, does that look right? Is that better? I don't know. Maybe. Let's bring it down a little bit. Is it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess it does look a little bit better. I'm at home. My youngest son just left to go to his dad's house. I am getting ready to prep some chicken that I bought the other day. I bought 2 packs. I'm getting ready to prep some. But I'm extremely frustrated. Yes, I weighed myself. I'm 221.7. I have measured myself, and my measurements are not changed. Some has even increased. So I'm just so upset. To be honest with you, I ate some not long after I weighed myself. There are couple things I had around the house that I use, I put in my son's lunch. Cookies, stuff like that. I ate it. I was just upset. It was dumb, but I just want to give up. That's how I feel. I can't understand. I can't figure out how I am working so hard, putting in this work so hard to, every day. And I'm still at where I'm at, However, I was doing some research, and I have an appointment now scheduled. It's not until May, I think it's May 7th, unfortunately, but to see about possibly having both my hormones checked, like the estrogen and all that stuff, and see about going on BHRT, because a couple years ago, or a few years ago, when my health got really bad, one of the things that happened as well is my period went away. I'm 39, and I've always had a regular period my entire life. And it wasn't until I started feeling so bad in my health that I lost my period. It might not be that, like, like the whole, I think what I'm thinking is it's perimenopause, but it might not be that. But the more I'm reading about it, the more I'm thinking this might be what's going on, and why I'm not losing weight. Because I promise you, I am busting my ass at the gym. I was just there last night for over 2 hours. I'm getting ready to go here in a little bit. It is Friday. Is it the 3rd? It's Friday the 3rd. Let me go check. That's another symptom I'm having. I know I told you guys about that. Yes. It's Friday the 3rd. That's another symptom I'm having. My memory is so bad. Brain fog, words, days. Can't remember anything. Literally. I was diagnosed with sleep apnea, central sleep apnea, they say, which is kind of strange because I do snore as well. I don't know. I did not sleep the best when I had the sleep study, so I don't know if that is 100% accurate. I think I have both central sleep apnea and obstructive sleep apnea. Either way, I've been talking to my doctors about this my memory and how bad it is, and like I was telling you guys before, you know, they had tested me for sleep apnea because I was so tired all the time, very tired, like falling asleep, almost like driving, falling asleep. And for two, my memory issues were so bad. And I guess those are the first signs of people, you know, that you have, a lot of people experience when they do have sleep apnea. Their memory starts to go, start having memory problems. So whatever, I went and did the testing for that, and I have sleep apnea, and I've had the machine now for, it's been a few months. I do feel a little bit better, you know, when I wear it. I can tell a difference, but I don't notice any kind of difference with my memory. It's not getting any better. So that's one thing I was reading that can be a sign or symptom people in perimenopause. Also, a few other things I've been experiencing with that. Okay, I have been having the irregular menstrual cycles, memory, I should have brought my list when I came to make this video. So this is exactly what I'm talking about. The memory, pain, joint pain in my knees and in my feet in the middle of the night. It wakes me up, like the top of my feet, in my bones, pain in my bones. Really weird. Don't know what the heck that is from. I was talking about it to somebody on Facebook, and they mentioned adding in collagen peptides. So I started doing that. This hasn't even been, it's been like a week maybe, but that's what's in here. I got my collagen, I got my creatine, and I got some pre-workout that I put in there. That's that. So, but yeah, I started that because I heard it can help, you know, it helps people with joint pain, but I don't know why I'm having it to begin with. I don't know if it's because I'm so heavy, you know, and it's all on my weight, on my knees, but it just don't make sense to me. So I'm having the pain, I'm having the memory problems, I'm having issues with my period, and I'm always hot. I get hot flashes. Trying to think what else there was. I wrote it down. Anxiety, mental health. I've always dealt with mental health and anxiety ever since I go back and have memories since kindergarten. Forever. I've always had social anxiety bad. I talked to you guys about that before. I'm going to talk more about that, but something changed in the last couple years with me, in me, something changed, that I'm having the worst anxiety that I've ever had in my life. You know, I never used to have anxiety being around my own family. That was never a problem. Now it is. There's been, you know, family get-togethers, and I've not gone because I just can't bring myself to do it, because I'm afraid I'm going to freak out. And people are going to be like, what the hell is wrong with her, you know? I don't want to embarrass myself. That's what I feel I'm going to do. I actually had a family member came over here a couple months ago, and I told them, we used to be very close, me and this family member, and I was telling them about, you know, how bad my anxiety was, and prior to them coming over, and when they came, I did start to have the anxiety, you know, and I just felt like, I don't know, maybe it was awkward. I'm not blaming them for whatever, but you know, they were supposed to come back a couple other times, and they just never came. They just no called, no showed, didn't come back. So that made me feel horrible, you know. I don't know. But it's just an example of what I'm talking about, because me and this family member of mine, we used to be together like on every day, hang out every day, you know. And I've always had anxiety, but it was never this bad. And just I just kind of, I don't know how to say it. It was disappointing. It's really disappointing to me. It made me feel embarrassed that I even like said anything about it. Like, in the first place, I feel like I should have just kept it to myself, because I feel like I'm being judged, and just I feel like I'm being judged, and nobody wants to feel like that, you know what I mean? Everybody wants to feel accepted and heard or whatever, and I don't know why. I don't know what else to do, but it didn't go well, and so that just makes me more nervous, like, when it comes to people, like, wow, like, people aren't gonna like me, like, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what the heck I did doing wrong. I don't know. That's a whole other thing. I'm carrying on and getting off track. But the anxiety has been very bad. And depression. So I'm sure there's more stuff that I just can't think of. Oh, no interest in, no libido whatsoever. And I never used to have that kind of problem. That's never been an issue for me in my whole life. And now it is. It's just like non-existent. So I wish I could get into my doctor sooner, because I'm trying to see about going on the BHRT. Yeah. Because I've heard that people that are going through this a lot of times have, you know, trouble losing weight and carrying it in their midsection, which is really where my problem area is. When I look in the mirror, that's really what sticks out. And you know, I'm working so hard at it. But anyways, they say, you know, that that's a sign or a symptom that people that are going through the perimenopause or menopause, that they can't lose weight, and they carry it especially around their waist. So around their waist. So I cannot wait for that appointment. I can't wait. I wish I'd get it sooner. I was looking online on Facebook. I keep seeing these ads, of course, because I'm searching about it. It's called Weona or something. Some kind of place where they do hormones, where you don't have to go to a doctor. You can do it online. But from what I see, they only do like estrogen type stuff, and there's more than one hormone that they give you. I think testosterone or something is something too, and I did not see anything about testosterone on there. So, but I'm also hearing that it's really hard for people to get, for women to get, for some reason. You know what I mean? Go figure, right? Like, it's easy to get all these other medications, but the ones that's gonna help you or whatever, they give you a hard time and make you like jump through all these hoops or whatever to get it. I don't know. I am beyond frustrated. I know, that's all I know. I'm beyond frustrated. I did the whole thing with increasing my calories and stuff because I thought I was not eating enough. And obviously I gained weight because during that time I started creatine, and it just doesn't feel right. Something is wrong. Like, it's not what it is. It can't be what it is. So I'm going back to lowering my calories. I've upped them now for a couple months. I'm going back to where I was, how I was, and just not eating high or calorie deficient. I'm sorry, I can't say the word. Not a lot of calories. I'm also watching pretty much everything I drink. I'm gonna try to stick to mainly water and almond milk. Plain water, except for like when I'm doing this whole, you know, that, or maybe if I need a little boost, I have that drip drop. Let me take this off. Grab it. Show you. Drip drop. I like to add to my water for electrolytes. I love this stuff. But I was reading, you know, this is 0 sugar. I was reading that kind of stuff, 0 sugar, it can make you like wanna, I don't know, like it can cause weight gain. So, and I do drink 0 sugar pop. So I'm gonna be done with that. I'm not gonna drink any more pop. I'm strictly plain water and almond milk, which I either get the original unsweetened or vanilla unsweetened. And so that, and then the only time I think I'll use a drip drop or whatever is like if I need it, like I'm trying to like slow down on that. The only reason why I was drinking it so much is because, or using that so much, is because I also, you know, I have problems with hydration and getting dehydrated. I have the syncope and the adrenal stuff. So I get, you know, the head rushes where I stand up, and that helps with that. So I don't know, maybe I can find another product that has no kind of sugar at all. It's just like electrolytes and nothing else, like no kind of flavoring or anything else. I don't know. If anybody knows of anything, let me know. But I'm just gonna try to stay away from all that. That's what I'm gonna do. Is be a lot more strict for now, because it's April, May. It will be like a year that I have been like dieting, eating differently, and exercising. And although I have lost like 30 some pounds, I should have lost more than that. I should be farther in than where I'm at. Like, it's just not right, you know? So it sucks that my appointment is so far away, because if they do put me on the stuff, I heard that it takes like a few months for it to work. I start feeling a difference. I just wish I could get it sooner. I'm being impatient, but I need to be patient. That's hard. This is hard sometimes. I want to see results. I want to, you know, I'm frustrated. So that's all really I gotta say for now. I am finishing cutting up this meat, and then I'm prepping it, and then, but I'm gonna have, I already have some more chicken breast made up. I'm gonna have a piece of chicken, sweet potato, and a salad, and that's what I'm having. And then I'm gonna go to the gym. And I'll try to stay more updating, like with videos and stuff. Just had a lot going on, and as I was saying in my last video, it's not easy. It's hard to make these videos. A lot more goes into it than people realize. And haven't even been editing them, you know. Props to the people that do everything that they do. It's really hard. It's very time consuming. And being a single mom and all that. Before I go, I also like say, before I go, sorry guys, I did have, what was it, last week, actually no, I'll just put it on another video, cut this part out, but yeah, that's it for now. I'll update you guys with something here soon. I don't know. I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Bye.